Hi, welcome to placementseason.com. In this video, you will learn about the entire test taking process. That is, how to take a test in the placementseason.com Aptitude Lab platform. So, you first need to log in to the platform using the user ID and password. And once you have logged in, that is, if you see the welcome message, that means you have successfully logged into the platform. Then you can visit the test center page in order to see the tests which are scheduled to you, that is, those tests against which, if you see the take test link, that means those are all the tests that are scheduled for you. Now in this login I can see SimPat 4, that is simulated placement aptitude test 4, which is enabled for me, and along with that there is demo test which is enabled for me, and few other tests that are enabled for me. Now in order to show you the usage of the platform, I will take this particular test, that is demo test, and explain you how to use the platform to take a particular test. Now you first need to click this link, that is take test. Once you click this link, you will get a new window on which the test will be loaded. So once the test is loaded, first thing that you will see is the instruction to use the platform. That is how to use the platform, what are the different links available, how to navigate from one question to the next question, and whatever the other links that are available in the platform. So all those instructions are given in this pop-up window, so you can read this and understand how to use this platform. So you can close anywhere on this window so that instructions window will be closed. And the next thing that you will see is the test paper related instruction. So this particular test, how many questions are there, how many marks it is for, what is the time duration it is allowed, whether there is a sectional time limit or not. So all these details you will get to know by reading these paper related instructions. So once you have read and understood the test paper related instructions, then you can click the start test link, okay, if you are ready to take the test. So you can click the start test link. So once you click that, so here what I am seeing is instructions for this section, that is sectional time limit 15 minutes. So that means this is the first section that is opened, and this section contains, or the time limit that is allowed to complete this section is 15 minutes. So I can close this. Now where can I see those sections? I can see here, that is quant, verbal, reasoning. So there are three sections, are there, three different tabs. So I can navigate from one tab to the next tab. There is absolutely no issues on that. So again in verbal there is a sectional time limit 15 minutes, and then I can move on to reasoning, and again there is a sectional time limit 15 minutes. So I'm free to move from one tab to the next tab, and I can attempt whichever the section that I wish I'm good at it. Now, how the platform monitors that I have spent 15 minutes on that particular section. Now, if you look at the quant section, so that's where we have spent maximum amount of time, that is time taken in this particular section. It's available in the bottom right hand side corner. So I have this time taken, which is this particular section, how much time that I have spent. Not only that, here I can see the complete section related statistics. That is this complete section, how many questions are there, and how many marks it is for, how many questions I have attempted, how many questions. So I can see a complete sectional overview here. I can move from this section to the next section and see that particular sectional overview. So I can see here it's like time taken is only 15 seconds or 16 seconds. So here right hand side bottom I can get the complete section related details. So if I'm crossing 15 minutes, then the platform will not allow me to attempt any further questions in this particular section. Now let's look at the different other tabs that's available in the platform. So in the top left hand side, I have the overall test statistics. So that's like how many minutes, how many questions, and how many marks this test is for. And the right hand side top, I have the status of my attempts and the flagged question. This is overall, it's like for the entire paper, how was my attempts. I can see it in the top right hand side corner. And on the bottom left I have the navigation keys, that is previous and next, so to move to the next question or the previous question. Now there are few more links that are available. So it is like test help, framework help and sectional help. So I can click here and then I can get that particular section related instructions anytime in between the tests. And if I want to read the framework related, it's a platform related instructions, I can click that framework help and then I can read the platform related instructions whenever I need. And if I want to see the test instructions, so I can see the test instructions whenever I need by clicking this test help link. So I can go back to the test. Okay. So there are a few more links available in the right hand side top, that is show answer sheet, suspend test and submit test. Now let's come to the show answer sheet. So if I click this link, so I can get an overview of my attempts, so in this new window. So it's nothing but an answer sheet. So it gives me how many questions I have attempted and all those details. If I have to move to a particular question, say 10th question, I can click on the 10th question number and I can move directly to the 10th question. Okay. So that's about show answer sheet. Now there are two more buttons available. There is suspend test, which is nothing but pausing the test. That means if I have some emergency work and I have to stop the test in between and then I can come back to this test and resume it later. If I think that I can do that, then I can use this link to pause the test and I can resume the test later. So I'll explain to you this in a short while. And submitting the test. Submitting the test means I'm done with the test. I want my scores to be generated. So that's when I can use submit test link. Now I'll show you how to attempt the question. So I have four options. I can click one of these radio buttons and then I can attempt my question. Suppose if I want to clear this option, if I have to change the option, I can click on the other radio button. Suppose if I think that I have some doubts in this question and I'm not too sure about this answer and I don't want to answer this question, then I can use this clear link so that my answer option, whatever I have attempted, it will be clear. Now either I can answer it here on this side or I can also answer it on the overview window. Okay, so wherever you want you can answer this question. Now flagging. Now what is flagging? Say for example this particular 10th question, although I have answered it, I still have some doubt in this question. If I want to come back to this later, I can click this flag symbol so that this question will be flagged. Now apart from these things, there is a list box available which is nothing but filters, where I can see all questions, unattempted questions, flagged questions, attempted questions. Suppose if I want to see only those questions which I have flagged, I can filter it. So on this window I will see only the flagged questions. You can see only one question that I have flagged and I can see only that, no other questions will be visible. Now I need to change this filter in order to ensure that other questions are visible. I can again filter it to attempted questions. I can see only one question that I have attempted, that's what is visible now. All other questions are invisible. Now I can see the unattempted questions. So the 10th question, whatever I have attempted, it will not display it. Okay, so these are the filters that is available. Okay, now I can attempt some of the questions in quant section and then I can attempt some of the questions in verbal section and I can attempt some question in reasoning section. Okay, now in all overall I have attempted 7 questions. I have flagged one question. Okay, now I am in reasoning section. Now in this reasoning section, how many questions I have attempted? So I can see it here. I have attempted one question in reasoning section And if I move to verbal, I have attempted 2 questions in verbal section. And if I move to quant, I have attempted 4 questions in quant section. So in all, I have attempted 7 questions and 1 question I have flagged. I can even see the overview here. Okay, so this is about the platform. Okay, different links that is available in the platform. Now I will show you the process of suspending the test, that is pausing the test and resuming it later. So I have this particular link called suspend test. So once I click this link, I will get a pop-up that is like your current test taking session will be suspended and you can resume it later. So do you want to save the test? Yes, I want to save the test. So once I click this, I will get this window where saving the test. So once the test is saved, then I will get the message that is click here to close this window. Okay. Now how can I resume the test later? Now again I need to visit the test center page. I'm already in the test center page. I will refresh it once so that my latest status of the test will get loaded. So once the page is loaded, I can very well see that the demo test view is disabled and the status is resume test. That means I have paused the test. Now if I want to resume the test, I can click this resume test. Again, a new window, the test will be loaded. You will get the platform instructions. You can close this and you can start the test. You will get the sectional instructions. And you can see now the time left is 35 minutes and all my attempts are available. There is 7 questions I have attempted and 1 question I have flagged. I can even see the overview here. Okay, so if I'm done with my attempts, let's say I will attempt few more questions and few more questions in verbal and few more questions in reasoning. Okay, so I have attempted 12 questions now. So I'm done with my test, and if I want to submit this test and then if I want to generate my scorecard, so I can use the submit link and then I can generate my scorecard. But before that, what if the test taking window it closes automatically? Okay, what will happen then, or what happens if due to power loss or whatever be the system related issues, even test taking platform it closes? Now we have an auto saving facility where for every 5 minutes the test will be automatically saved. So even if your browser is closed due to some unavoidable circumstances, you can still resume your test back from the last saved point. So that means for every 5 minutes the test will be saved. Say for example, right now if the test is, if I close this window abruptly and then if I resume the test, then my test will resume back from the last saved point. That is here in this case it is 35th minute. So that is for every 5 minutes the test will get saved automatically. So it will resume back from the 35th minute. So we can test that. For example, I will exit this full screen and I will close this window abruptly. Okay. Now I have closed this. Again in the test center page, I will refresh this page to get the latest status of the test. And in the demo test, I will see the resume test link. I can click this. Again in the new window, the test will be loaded. So instructions, platform instructions, I can close. Test instructions, I can discard. Now you can see it is like time left 35 point. So from the last saved point the test is resumed back again. Okay, so that's how this platform is designed. So even in case of browser crash or anything, you need not worry, your test can be resumed back from the last saved point. Okay, now let's submit the test. Again it will ask for confirmation. You can give yes and then you can submit the test. So you will get this window like the test data is getting submitted. So once your test is submitted, you will get this link where you will get this message that is close this window and take me to analysis page now. So once you get this message, that means that your test is submitted properly. So your scores will be generated. So that's about the entire test taking process in the placementseason.com aptitude lab platform. Thank you.